and with Eureka Junior already. Gosh, man, Hannah Long, the again Eureka Junior here. We'll talk a little bit about her season and her great race last week after finishing second last year as a sophomore at the Great American Cross Country Festival. Goes back out and wins last week in Cary, North Carolina. And I know it had to be tough after running so well for so long, and even having good practices, and then having a couple of races where you just didn't look like yourself. Was that frustrating? And frustrating having people ask you all the time, probably teammates and friends at school, saying, asking what's going on, or tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was very frustrating. I kind of lost a little bit of confidence in myself because I was having some iron issues, and that was kind of affecting the end of my races. But I think I have it all under control now, so I'm making my way back up to some good
Right. So I guess was it the Monday after Hancock, about 6 days before Great American, that you found out that iron levels were actually high? Is that right?
Yeah, it was like right after Hancock. We went to the doctor, and we found out they're actually way too high. So that was kind of weird.
That is weird because for a lot of runners, it's the problem is that they're so low.
Yeah, they said it actually gives you kind of the same effects as having too little iron sometimes. So I was just feeling really fatigued at the end of my races and just not myself. But
yeah. Did it feel good to have a diagnosis that there's an issue problem, and it's not just, you're getting tired, and did that feel good to have know that there was something really wrong with you?
Yeah, it actually did, because it's definitely fixable, and so that was good to know.
And obviously, you got things fixed enough to go out and win at the meet in North Carolina. Tell me, you feel strong going in? I know afterwards you said felt like you're about 80 to 90%, and that was good enough to get you the win. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, going in, I wanted to stay a little more conservative in the beginning of the race because I haven't been finishing very well at the end. In that race, I felt really good at the end, and so that definitely boosted my confidence a little because I really felt good in that race.
Okay. Tell me how the race played out. I know last year you were maybe 8 or 10 girls that kind of went out, and you were 6th or 7th, and then moved your way out, and then moved your way up in the last quarter mile all the way up to second. Tell me how the race played out for you this time.
This time I think we got a little bit slower than last year. So that hurt my time a little bit in the beginning. But yeah, I really just tried to push that second mile. I think that's when I started to break away a little bit.
Okay. And man, I had to even boost your confidence even more that coming away down that home stretch and take the victory.
Yeah, it did. It felt really good.
Yeah. And did Coach Fisher and your mom make the trip with you?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
It was a fun trip.
Is it a little bit more enjoyable after you've gotten now several of those trips where you're flying across the country and those big races? So you get more comfortable and feel more confident going into those?
Yeah, definitely. Those are always really fun trips to go out of state and have something different. So it's fun.
And your team back here ran pretty well. It seems like they're improving each week. Last week, I thought a couple of girls really stepped up and showed they were improving at Parkway West. But we'll take a break here and talk about today.